EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf brings us to the border of France and Switzerland and beautiful Evian Resort Golf Club. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner. We will check in with Notah Begay III around the world, Frank Navalo. And Frank, looking forward to what should be a fun afternoon of golf.
Yeah, very much so, Rich. When you've waited all morning, those afternoon rounds are a little special, aren't they? I'm really looking, though, for today to see if they come out of the gates nice and quick. That's for sure. I know the finish here is always important, but get out of the gates quick and then see if you can finish the job this afternoon.
It's going to be up the left-hand side. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
Looking good at 116 to the hole. Pin in the back.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
A birdie putt down to Iona.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
Yeah, what a stroke there, and a most unexpected birdie. Here we are at the 352-yard par 4 11, uphill, dogleg left, drivable for long hitters. That's right, if they can draw it around that corner. 5 bunkers on the right side of the fairway, the only real trouble off the tee. From an ideal location, middle of the fairway, this his second. This one looks right on point.
Approach shot.
A good opportunity lost there. So we'll finish that off for his par to remain 1 under for the round. Par 4 12th is not overly long at 437 yards. Again, this is kind of a driver's hole, so to speak. If you can carry those bunkers on the left side, you're going to have a short flip into this green and another good chance at birdie. That one up the right side. Now Notah his second from the fairway.
106 gets to the hole. Pin just on the front edge.
Okay, that one cleaned up without any issue, and that is a par. This is a demanding par 4, and it is the longest one on the golf course here at Evian. The 13th is 503 yards, dogleg to the left, and you have bunkers on either side of the fairway. If you do smother this one and hit it left, you tug it, that's trouble over there. You're probably not going to get home in 2. So the ideal spot is on that right side. That'll give you a good angle into this green. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, clearly got all of that one on the tee here at 13, opening up this green beautifully in a slightly elevated position, so we can take dead aim.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. So we'll tidy that up for his par, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. This is a big par 3 right here. The 14th is 244 yards. Doesn't play all of that because the tee, as you can see, is elevated. That green happens to be well protected by 3 bunkers on the right. The winds can be an issue here, so there's a lot going on. This will take your best shot. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. No gimme here. Tricky one for birdie. Not a problem. That's in for birdie. That's what moves to 2 under par. Well, coming off that long par, and it's only 529 yards, so it is reachable in 2.
Excellent tee shot. Now it's decision time, whether to go for this par 5 in 2 or not.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
A wonderful drive, and now looking at a second shot that you've got to throw up the right half. There's no question about it. Carry those 2 fairway bunkers. That's your main objective.
Well, that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. Always so frustrating when you hit a putt that comes up that short. This is a 9-footer. That's 1 under on the day. We start our finishing stretch at Evian Resort with yet another par 3, 151 yards, 16. Elevated tee looking down on a green with 2 bunkers at the back and a small pond on the left. Once again, wind can make club selection crucial. All right, good job to finish that one, but it is a bogey that'll move him back to level par for the round. On to the final 2 holes here at Evian Resort, starting with the par 4 17th. It's only 335 yards, so it's possible to get this close. However, those trees to the right have been known to knock down attempts to drive this green, and the sloped area left of the putting surface is nothing but trouble. Oh, this is tugged way left.
That hit that tree hard and bounced straight into the rough.
Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second. Okay, no problem with that one. We close our round here at Evian with the 478-yard par 5 18. Definitely a great chance to get home in 2, but you must carry the water guarding the front of the green. If you can pull that off, an opportunity to finish the round with a birdie or an eagle is in the offing. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Yeah, sensational shot here, on and 2 on the par 5, and Frank, a good look at eagle.
Well, you're exactly right, Rich. 2 good shots into this par 5, and a chance to be more than well rewarded.
Not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Okay, a nice, easy birdie there, and a chance to start over, back to even par. Well, that'll wrap it up for us today. We saw a lot of great golf, Frank.
Yeah, the course was good. It was gettable for...
From just outside of Geneva, Switzerland, EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to scenic Loch Lomond and the Evian Resort Golf Club. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on, so I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green, Rich. I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
So we're just going to get in a quick 9 here. Let's start on the back at the par 4 10th hole.
What a way to start the back 9. That is a tremendous iron shot.
Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. That's as stress-free a birdie as you're going to get on this course. That is well done. It's a fun driving hole right here. The par 4 11th at 352 yards. It's uphill. It doglegs to the left. And yes, If you're one of the bigger hitters, you actually have a chance to knock it on here, but you absolutely have to pulverize this one, draw it around the corner, and keep it out of those 5 bunkers on the right side. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Well, 122 left to the flag. Pin smack bang in the middle.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. We come now to the 437-yard par 4-12. Best play off the tee is to fly the bunkers on the left side of this right-to-left sloping fairway, giving you a good angle to the green. This starting toward the right side.
Smoked that drive. A little unlucky, actually, to get into the first cut.
So now from that first cut, his second to the par 4. "12 feet still to go." Nope. One under for the round. Here now at the longest par 4 on the course, the 503-yard 13th. Dogleg left with bunkers on either side of the fairway. A miss left off the tee will make it almost impossible to hit the green in 2. So, right to right center of the fairway is where you want to be. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole.
Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. Coming up on the longest par 3 on the course, the 244-yard 14th. Elevated tee looking down on a green protected on the right by 3 bunkers. Wind can be a factor here, so club selection is critical. Okay, that one's dancing. So this one downhill all the way. This will be a tough one to judge. Oh, settle. Nope. That's a shocker there. That may go all the way off the green. Frank, you have to appreciate that. That is excellent technique right there to get right around gimme range. Should help him walk away with just a bogey.
No doubt. This is such a tricky green, too, so that's very well done.
Up next, the 529-yard par 5 15th. Narrow fairway sloping right to left demands an accurate tee shot. Long hitters can reach into, but beware that bunker guarding the front of the green. Yeah, that will get a little bit of run. That will be just fine. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
And you can't ask for more from a tee shot here on 15. A great angle now to take on those 2 fairway bunkers on the high point. Carry those and you'll get a hop down towards the green.
Got every bit of that, flew it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. That is a disappointment inside of 10 feet to not be able to get that one down. Okay, a well-deserved birdie there, and it puts him into red figures as well, moving to 1 under par. And what a good-looking hole this is as we begin our closing stretch. The 16th is just 151 yards. Elevated tee. You look down on that green. You see the 2 bunkers on the back. The mistake you don't want to make, it's obvious. That small pond on the left. And again, if the winds are swirling, and they can here, it can be a tricky club selection. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, this is a big swinging putt from right to left from start to finish.
Okay, just how you draw it up. That one in for a birdie. The 17th here at the Evian Resort, a shortish par 4 coming in at only 335 yards. But before you take out the big stick to go for it, keep in mind you'd need to play a pretty hard left to right because those trees on the right-hand side are awfully difficult to clear. Oh, he's pulled it.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
Getting set for a second shot here at 17. Let's see if he can finish with a good one. This ball in the rough, but a pretty good lie. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that, in for a par. You love a finishing hole where you can make something happen, where you can do something memorable. And that is the 18th here at Evian. It's 478 yards, and it's not a par 4. It is a par 5. So definitely a good chance to get it home in 2 and maybe make that eagle and be smiling all the way to the clubhouse. Iona, a second coming up.
And it's an excellent tee shot, but now it's a risk and reward approach as we look to that water which sits in front of the green, so no margin to miss this short.
And this is looking really good. Well, that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Well, that about wraps it up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Really enjoyed it, Frank.
Yeah, it's been a good day out here. Once again, we've seen the golf course give more.
This is EA Sports coverage of the world of golf as we come to you from the challenging Whistling Straits Golf Course in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special. It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And this has a little bit of uphill to it, working back to the right at the end.
This from 7 feet. And he'll run that one in there. Nicely done, and a no stress par here at the first. Frank, here at Whistling Straits, bold is beautiful, and this second hole is certainly bold.
That it is. Bold, and if you can hit a long one down the left side, that'll open up a good view to this green. But believe me, if you miss left or right, well, you're going to find the sand.
Another good tee shot for him to start the round as he gets another fairway here at the second. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
And you really could not have placed this ball any better down the left half.
Yep, that's a good putt and a good birdie here at the second to get him to 1 under par. All right, Frank, how do you like the look of the first par 3 on the golf course, the third hole?
Well, you have a good look at Lake Michigan for a start. That's certainly not where you want to hit it, though. Really use the green, the shape of the green, which angles to the left.
Okay, that should be inside of 10 feet. Not too bad. A good putt there. Par, birdie, par for his first 3 holes as he'll remain at -1. Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway, only to bounce their tee shots left toward the bunkers and dunes that fall off toward Lake Michigan. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Iona, a second coming up.
And the fourth here at Whistling Straits is challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. And that's what we've done here. So, still a chance of making a par or better.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Nicely done right there. Very good read. So a birdie at the second, another here at 4, and it gets him to 2 under for his round. Ready to tee off here at the 5th. It is a 603-yard snaking par 5.
Yeah, really, there's no way you can carry that water on the right side. 340 yards finds the fairway on that line, so that's not really worth it. Ideally, just hit it down the left side. Take your medicine.
That might have been okay if it stayed in that thinner rough, but I think this popped into that deeper area. Boy, that's really a good job right there to advance that ball down the fairway. That came out pretty clean, Frank.
Yeah, clean as a whistle, and now actually in great shape in this par 5.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. This is an 11-foot putt. Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. Okay, that's finished off for a par. On to the 6th now, not overly long at 409 yards. You can see by the flyover, bunkers are seemingly everywhere. It might sound like a bit of a broken record, but finding the fairway here is crucial, as it should set up just a wedge in with a downhill approach. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie. Push that score to 3 under for the round. It's a beautiful hole, isn't it? You got a great view of Lake Michigan. It's 221 yards. You can only gaze at that water for so long, then you have to get back to the task at hand, and it is a tough one. Yeah, that's a good spot right there, and a chance now for a birdie here at 7. Ah, yes, well done. It's a birdie to move to 4 under now on the day. Onward to the 506-yard par 4-8 with over 100 bunkers. The 8th testing every golfer's nerves. Imperative to favor the left side to avoid a severe drop-off to Lake Michigan, and dunes and bunkers on the right. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notah Begay III.
148 yards left to the hole. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club. Gap wedge started left to the hole and staying there. Gonna leave a little work left.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. So that'll be a par, and it will keep him at 4 under for his round. Well, this hole you have to be airtight, as they say, T2 green. And why do we say that? Because if you look ahead, about 100 yards short of the green, there's an enormous tree which could block your approach. So positioning off the tee is critical so that you have the right angle to this 9th hole as we close out the front side.
Smoked that tee shot. Can't believe it finished in the first cut.
So no real problems here with the lie. It's his second from that first cut. This one's looking good.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 10th. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. This is turning a little to his left. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie. This is a brute of a par 5. It's the longest by far at Whistling Straits. 645 yards, the 11th hole. Hit a good drive, and you'll have a chance to put your second on that plateau. You can see it down a ways, and then from there, you'll have a good look at your third, and maybe a chance at birdie. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. From about 8 feet. Yes, very methodically done, and that one in for a birdie. Back to the action here at the 12th. It is a par 3, and Frank, a little bit of a breather, at least in terms of yardage.
Well, that's about it, because this green is one of the most undulating on the golf course. I doubt there's a flat spot on this green.
That one was running so hot. A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. Boy, nothing seems to faze this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. Arriving here at the 402-yard par 4 13th. It's called the Cliffhanger with good reason. The green hanging over the cliffs above Lake Michigan. Best to favor the left side of the fairway if possible. Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. Well, it's going to trundle right on down the slope. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. Now this for another birdie.
Yeah, and it's certainly no gimme from this length. It would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom of the cup. Main consideration has to be about pace.
Okay, probably was expecting a little more from this hole after the big drive, but he does walk away with a par. Frank, any major championship gives you a good mix of holes. We've had some long ones, and now this one just under 400 yards.
But it will punish you if you're offline. There's trouble left and the mounds and the bunkers on the right. So ideally, it's a positional tee shot.
He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
19 feet away. Oh no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. That's in for par, and he'll remain 7 under for his round. Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Oh, this could be good. Oh yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5 reachable.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. Got every bit of that fluid all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh, yeah. I mean, some days you just can't miss, and this is one of those days. What a putt there as he'll walk away with an eagle. The 17th now at Whistling Straits, and if you have a club that travels 250 yards on a good line, bust it out now.
That's what you're going to need, Dan, and you're going to need to hit that smack bang out of the middle of the club and leave nothing behind.
Oh, how about the touch there? Beautifully done. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, good job there to cash that in. A brilliant tee shot to this par 3, and it winds up a no-stress 2. Unquestionably, the best finishing holes in golf require your best shots. You want to win the championship, you need to deliver down the stretch. 520 yards, par 4 18th here at Whistling Straits. You can come in with a shorter iron if you take the aggressive line off the tee, but that's a 270-yard carry over the dunes and bunkers. If you want to play it safe, you go down the right side. That's going to leave you a longer shot in. You make 4 here, you will have earned it. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Oh yeah, bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18. And that won't quite get them into the 50s, but that's quibbling. This is a round of 60. Frank, between this incredible golf course and the sensational play from the best competitors in the world, that was a real treat today.
Major championships bring out major golf, and that's golf to its highest level on one of golf's longest courses.
For my partner Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, we say goodbye from Whistling Straits. Now, from Liberty National Golf Club in Jersey City, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner, pleased to be joined by Frank Nobilo. Frank, late tee time here this evening. We should have plenty of light to get us through, but tell me what you're going to be watching for today.
Just the round developing, Rich, is the big thing. You know, you've seen how the golf course can play during the course of the day. I don't know, evening light's different too. You know, if we get a good afternoon this afternoon, that flag is just going to stick out. I think it should be tremendous.
We're just going to play 9 here, so let's get it started as we head out to the tee at the par 4 first. And that is going to miss the fairway as his opening tee shot is in the rough.
It's okay, not ideal, but manageable from there.
Ah, yes, very well read. To 1 under now for the day. Safely aboard, pin high, right of the flag, and a chance at birdie upcoming. We turn to Notah Begay III for this look at birdie.
And he may have to play a little right to left break here, just because it's a downhill putt, but it shouldn't be that much.
One under on the deck. That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second. Good chance at one.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there, but that is an excellent approach shot.
This will move to his right for birdie. Very smooth there. That one in for a birdie. And this is going to roll off the back of the green, but it's going to end up in a good spot. Okay, I think ultimately going with the putter there, probably a good decision. Just 5 feet left. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Just over 90 yards, all that's left here for his second.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
And that is nicely done right there. A very strong start to his round. 3 under through his first 5 holes.
Huge tee shot on this par 5, and it really opens up the hole.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Well, that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well, you could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
So after 2 good shots to get here, this a long look for a possible eagle. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Okay, little 2-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played. Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. This could be a good one. Some excellent iron play there. Takes advantage of the good lie and just knocks it stiff. He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, the good play continues. Now to 5 under on the day. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. That's a nice shot right there. Landed just short, released onto the green, and now a chance for an eagle 3. Well, you don't see this very often. A tap-in eagle following a sensational second shot to this par 5.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
Looking at 151 yards to the front, 157 to the hole, and coming off the eagle on the last hole, no reason to think he won't be in attack mode here.
Here we go.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
The line. Perfect there. And that's in for a birdie. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved out there.
Some outstanding performances, and for our entire team,